Niranjan, Akash.
Sir,
Yeah, just wait for a few minutes, man. Let everyone joins. For
o-
10 minutes. Okay.
okay, sir.
Hmm. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Yes,
Good
hold on
evening.
a second. I have to send a mail and I'm waiting for Raghava sir also to change the host. Just hold on a minute, 5 minutes.
Okay, sir.
Good evening, guys. Everyone, hi.
Good evening, sir.
How are
Good
you?
evening, sir.
Fine, sir.
Fine, sir. How are you?
Yeah, fine, fine. It's going. I need your portions. Niranjan, I asked you, no? You didn't send.
Sir, Hamsini sent in the group, no, sir.
She sent in group.
Yes, sir. Sir, not group, sir. In here
In
only,
the
sir.
chat.
In the
Sir.
chat. Where in this chat?
Sir, she sent only, I think so, sir.
Yeah, real number, polynomial, statistics, and linear equations. We are not done statistics, correct? Yes, except everything we done.
Yes, sir.
When is
Yes,
exam
sir.
date? When is the first exam date and mass exam date?
Sir, they didn't tell when the exams,
Tentative
like
date
the
also they
date.
didn't tell.
It is
Sir, she said
starting
that
from
we will
28.
receive message from.
Oh, 28 means we are having enough time.
Yes, sir.
Today I planned to start 3D, sorry, two-dimensional geometry. It is a coordinate geometry I'm planning. Which one you want? I can proceed with the coordinate geometry. What guys? Completely silence.
Any chapter is okay, sir.
Or we have to start with the statistics. Amsini,
The statistics.
which word? Sandhya,
Sir,
which topic you can start today? She
anything is okay, sir.
will start statistics.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So what are the things you've done in 9th standard statistics? That's continuation only this one because the statistics will continue up to grade 12. We're having the different methods to find out the mean, median, and mode. First of all, what is a mean, median, mode, and what we have to find out? Anybody can understood what is the concept of statistics? Why we are treating that is a separately? What is the statistics exactly?
Sir, making the complex data into simple forms, sir.
Correct. Many are the things. There are many observations from the statistics. I need some inputs from you people. What is the meaning of data first? What is the meaning of grouped data and what is the meaning of raw data? What is the difference between them? Anyone please google it and let me know. I will give some time. What is the meaning of a data? How we will collect the data in general? What is the role of statistics in what is the role of statistics in science and other things? Just make a note of the questions. What is the meaning of raw data and what is the meaning of grouped data? What is the difference between both? When raw data will be useful? I mean, like when grouped data, why we have to know the grouped data also?
Sir, raw data is the data that has not been processed for use, sir.
Hmm. Can you give an example between the raw data and grouped data?
Sir, raw data means if we take the names of a class and not in attendance order, sir, just simply we are taking the name, sir. If grouped data means we are writing it in attendance order, sir. I mean from alphabetic wise.
It's not like that.
Okay.
Any others? Just take some time and explain. If you are able to clear this, it should be easy. Any guys, please work out on it. You people are sitting in front of say, mobile or system only, no? Try.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, Raw data is something that we just get it directly from any source,
Mhm.
while group data is like it is grouped and we know how much it is like.
No, still I need some more explanation from.
Sir,
Yes,
raw data is the data which has been collected but not sorted into any group or classes.
correct. It's one example. Yeah.
It's the
Next.
data that has been organized into groups from the raw data.
Mm. What is the difference between give? Can you give with one example?
Sir, if we take marks of students in class means not arranged, sir, and then we can group according to like 1 to 10. How many of them scored marks 1 to 10, 11 to 20 like that, sir?
Yeah. Can you take example of your examination and can you group the data? Can you give the difference between the raw data and grouped data, Niranjan? Suppose if I'm collecting all your class marks, what is the how the raw data looks, how the grouped data looks? Akash, Amruta, anyone? You said different examples, but I'm asking, I gave an example. Suppose if I am collecting, you are a 7 people are here. If I'm collecting all your 7 people raw data and grouped data, how it looks?
The group data may be in tabular form, sir, and raw data we can
Correct.
simply.
Exactly. Grouped data is
Arranged in a particular fashion, sir.
like, what is the difference, man? Why raw data is actually source of the any data, correct? Raw
Yes,
data is
sir.
exactly the source for any data. So grouped data is like it may be any number of formats. 1 second.
Sir, are you presenting?
Yes, yes. Can you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's a simple. Suppose if I'm taking the raw data, how the raw data looks means raw data doesn't have any format. Just it contains each and everything. Uh, the major drawback in the raw data is there is a some plus point and some drawback also. Raw data can't be handled for a huge data. Raw data cannot be handled for a huge data. Suppose you people are only 7 people in the organization. The 7 people attributes I'm writing. Suppose student one, I'm writing his marks. Math, some marks. Physics, some marks. Chemistry, some marks. Biology, some marks. English, some marks. And electives, some marks he got. And if I'm writing student two, this is a raw data like 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, 20, 25, 24, 18, 9. This is called raw data. Grouped data. The grouped data means in this raw data, each and every observation is there. Each and every observation is there. Suppose if I'm collecting this raw data from some 10,000 people, it is very tough to represent here and it is very tough to analyze here, but it's actually very true data and it will give very accurate values. And all the data can be presented in raw data. Best example, suppose if I'm having the 10,000 students in a school, if I'm asking the what is your final exam score, I am collecting like this 10, 20, like, sorry, out of 500, for example, 490, 480, 450, 470, like this. How many readings you will get here? 10,000 readings you will get. These 10,000 readings is the source for any kind of group data. So I will get like this 10,000 observations. These 10,000 observations are source for any data. Suppose if I'm asking group the data means whatever the data, when you can the group, when you are unable to handle the data at a time, then you will do the grouping. Suppose if I'm having only 10 observations, I can handle. If I'm having 20 observations, I can handle. But if I'm 100 observations, it is tough to handle. So what I will do, when I am having 10,000 students data, each and every class is having 30 members, the class teacher can able to access the data easily, because the class teacher can able to see only 30 people. But if a principal or a management want to see the data, they want to see each and every person data. So they won't see each and every person separately. They will see like this. How many people got less than 35? How many people got 35 to 60? How many people got 60 to 75? How many people got 75 to 90? How many got greater than 90? If they want particularly one more tab, so how many got 100? So this is a groups. First group less than 35. It represents failures. Second group, third class, less than 60%. Third group, 60 to 75. The fourth group, distinction. And this one is above 90. So these are the different groups. In this group, the problem is what? In this group, what is the main problem? In math, you can see only how many students got less than 35 only you can see. You can't see each and every student individual marks. How many got 35 to 60 only you can see here. You can't see. That means the person who got 36, who got 40, who got 45 also, it will comes under this category. So it not shows actual data here. So group data will be a simplest form of the raw data. Is it clear what is exact meaning of group data and raw data? See, from one raw data, you can create n number of group data. Am I right? Is it clear how I'm saying? Suppose if I'm saying taking the same 10,000 students data, 10,000 student data, I'm writing like this. Only two columns. Math, physics, subject wise, math, physics, chemistry, biology, English, and elective. Who failed, who passed. That's it. So this is the data we'll use. Only how many secured pass or fail percentage. Actually, whether you believe or not, after your 10th standard and 12th standard corrections, a few teachers will call and they will ask you to do this work. They will have a raw data. Raw data means each and every student individual marks will be there throughout India. Throughout India means it's like 30 lakhs people student data. Each person is writing 5 to 6 subjects. That means I am having a raw data of 30 lakhs into 5 approximately. That data we have to analyze using the systems in a different ways. That is, we will create from the raw data n number of tabular columns. What is the failure percentage? What is the passed percentage? Who got above 90? Who got symptoms? And what is the average mark in math? What is the average mark in total? And state-wise pass and failure percentages. Which people? I mean, gender-wise pass and failures, and so many things we can do. But all these tables, only the mother data is only the raw data. So handling the raw data is not so easy. It will take a lot of time. That's the reason we are taking the grouped data. If you are having the raw data, it is very easy to find out the mean. But is it possible to calculate the mean in all cases, guys? What is the mean? Sandhya, what is the mean?
Sir, average of total observations.
Average of total observations. If you are having 10 observations, or if I am having 10,000 observations, in which case it will be easy to take the mean.
10 observations.
10 observations. But when you are having 10,000 observations, like one example, taking the average of students wrote board exams in India, like around 30, 28 lakhs people are writing. So how we can consider the mean? How we can take the mean approximately? Is it possible to take each and every student marks if I add and if I can? Is it possible to take the mean?
No, sir.
It's very tough, correct or not?
Yes, sir.
So for that, we are having some other strategies method. We will group the data. First, what we have to do is we have to split the data into simplest format. That is many groups. We can't say this is only one from one data. We can do many groups. First, we will do the group data. So from the group data, there are the different methods to find out the mean. But whatever the mean you found from grouped data, whatever the mean you found from the raw data is not actually same. There will be a slight difference between the grouped data and raw data. Is it clear what I'm saying? Guys,
Yes,
a call
sir.
from school. Just 1 second. We'll jump to the how to find the mean data. We can see next. Yeah. See here, how to find out the mean of a grouped data. Now you got one clarity. What is the meaning of grouped data and raw data? Is it clear what I'm saying, guys? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, how to calculate the mean of grouped data? You already told, sir, mean means average of all the observations divided by number of observations. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Average of all the observations divided by number of observations. Mean of grouped data. Suppose if I am having a data in such a way, marks obtained and number of students scored that marks. That is called frequency, and this is xi, this is fi, and fi into xi. Suppose 10 marks, 20 marks. Who got 0 to 10? They will comes under this category. So here one student, 20 marks is one student, 30 marks, 3 students, 40 marks, 4 students. Suppose if I'm having 50 marks, 3 students, and 60 marks, 4 students, like this. For example, the question paper is set for only 60 marks. 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 4 plus 3, 7, 7 plus 3, 10, 14, 15, 16. You can keep this is 8. What is the total number of students here? What is the total number of students? Niranjan, total number of students.
20, sir.
20.
20. So here I'm not going to violate the basic rule of the mean. See, one student means he got a 10, one observation here. Here 20 is another observation. Here 30, 30, 30 is another observations. Here 40, 40, 40 is another observation. He may got 30 to 40. We can't say. In group data, you can't give very accurate value. Here he got 50. 3 students got 50. Here like 8 students got 60. So what is the mean? I have to add 10 plus 20 plus 30 plus 30 plus 30 plus 40 plus 40 plus 40 plus 40 divided by 20. That is the mean actually. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So instead of that, what he is doing is between 0 to 10, whatever the marks he scored, he is considering as 10 and he is multiplying 10 into 1. That is 10. So even 20 into 1, 20. Here how many got 30? Whether he got 25, whether he got 27, whether he got 29 also, we are considering it is 30, and 30 into 3. How much? 90.
90.
Here 40 into 4, 160. 50 into 3. How much? 150. 60 into 80. 8. 480. Now add all these things. Sigma represents addition. This is 20. So according to your general definition of mean is equal to sum of all the observations divided by number of observations. So here one observation 10, one observations 20, 3 observations 90. So here I am adding all the observations sigma fi xi by sigma fi. Sigma fi. So tell me what is the mean you are getting for this cumulative frequency, like not cumulative, sorry, for the grouped frequency, grouped data.
910.
910 divided by
20.
20. So approximately what is the average of the class?
45.5.
45.5 out of 60. Because the maximum marks is 60 only here. Understood? What is the now using this? What is the major difference between raw data and this problem, this grouped data? What is the major difference between raw data and this grouped data?
Sir, it makes the calculation simple, sir.
First. Second thing is, which is very accurate?
Raw data.
Raw data.
Raw data. What is the flaw in this grouped data?
It's not accurate, sir. We consider
To get the approximate value.
Correct. But our next job is, if I change the grouping in a different format, is it possible to achieve very accurate? For example, what is a major drawback in this? Even the student who got 3 marks, he is under the first observation. Even the person who is getting 9 marks also, he is in the observation of 10. So because of this, we can't say this is very accurate. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
With respect to original mean and with respect to this data mean, we can't say. But handling this data is very fine. It will be very easy. So now how we can do? So because of, to avoid this much of large error, we are collecting the data. We are grouping the data into another format that is called grouping the data into class intervals. Grouping the data into class intervals. Class intervals means we are not giving only the 10 marks, up to 10 marks, between 10 and 20. It's not like that. There we are giving the range for each group. There we are giving the range for each group. Suppose if I am giving the range for each group, first one is class interval. This is called grouping the data into class intervals. The persons who is getting 10 marks to 25 marks, assume there is no students are less than 10 marks in this data. The people who is getting 10 to 25 marks, 25 to 40 marks, 40 to 35 marks, 40 to 55 marks, 55 to 70, and 70 to 85, and 85 to 100. Let's see how we can see. Actually, this data is also not very accurate, but we can minimize the error. Minimizing the error means with respect to previous type of numerical, we can reduce the difference between the original mean and the mean derived from this group of data. The second tabular column is frequency, number of students. So for the first thing, between 20 and 25, 2 students. Between 25 and 40, 3 students. 40 and 55, 7 students. 50 and 55 and 70, 6 students. Again, next is also 6 students. 6 students. Guys, 1 second. Sir. எது சார் நீங்க +2 பேப்பரா? 10th நீங்க பார்த்தாச்சு சார் அப்லோட் பண்ணது? இல்ல பண்ணலாமே, ஓபன் வித் கூகுள் ஷீட்ஸ்ன்னு போட்டு பண்ணலாமே, கரெக்ட் பண்ண முடியுமே சார். நீங்க ஒன்று பண்ணுங்க சார், அதை ரிமூவ் பண்ணிட்டு புதுசா அப்லோட் பண்ணுங்க சார். இல்லைன்னா சரி நானே பண்றேங்க சார். ஒரு செகண்ட். அது நான் சேஞ்ச் பண்ணிட்டு தான் அனுப்புன்னு நினைக்கிறேங்க. ஓகே 9/20/20 சார் நான் சேஞ்ச் பண்ண அப்புறம் உங்களுக்கு சொல்றேன். செக் பண்ணுங்க வந்தாச்சு இல்லையா. சார் இப்போ செக் பண்ணுங்க சார் ஒரு மாதிரி. ரீஃப்ரெஷ் பண்ணுங்க. இல்லை சார், வேற டிரைவ் போயிட்டு திருப்பி வாங்க சார். வேற டிரைவ் போயிட்டு திருப்பி வாங்க, கண்டிப்பா உங்களுக்கு வரும். நீங்க வந்து அலைன்மெண்ட் எல்லாமே பார்க்கணும்னா ஓபன் வித் கூகுள் டாக்ஸ் கிளிக் பண்ணுங்க மேல. இல்லை சார், நான் திருப்பி ஓப்பன் பண்ண வருது எனக்கு. நான் வந்து செப்பரேட் ஃபோல்டர் கிரியேட் பண்ணி அதில் போட்டாச்சு சார். இருக்கு சார். நான் ஓப்பன் பண்ண அப்புறம் எனக்கு காமிச்சது. அது வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் செமஸ்டர் எக்ஸாமினேஷன் 2021. அது ஒன்றும் சேஞ்ச் மட்டும் தானே சார்? இல்லை நீங்கள் வந்து ஃபுல்லாகவே க்ளோஸ் பண்ணிட்டு திருப்பி ஓப்பன் பண்ணுங்க சார். இல்லை அந்த டிரைவ் மட்டும் க்ளோஸ் பண்ணிட்டு திருப்பி டிரைவ் ஓப்பன் பண்ணுங்க. இல்லைன்னா அங்கேயே ரீஃப்ரெஷ் பட்டன் இருக்கும் சார், அதை கிளிக் பண்ணுங்க. இல்லைன்னா அங்கே ஆனால் உங்களுக்கு அப்டேட் ஆகலை சார். இங்கே எனக்கு அப்டேட் ஆயிடுச்சு. வேற ஏதாவது இருக்கு சார்? இல்ல நான் அருணா மேம் ஃபோன் பிக் பண்ணல. அருணா மேம்க்கு ஃபோன் பண்ண அப்புறம் ஏதாவது சேஞ்சஸ் வந்தானா அவனுக்கு சொல்லணும், அவ்வளவுதான். 99% இல்ல சார், நான் ஆஃப்டர்நூன் வந்து ட்ரை பண்றேங்க. அது தெரியும் சார். அது வந்து நான் அருணா மேம் பிக் பண்ண அப்புறம் மெசேஜ் போடலாமா நினைச்சேன். அவன் வந்து ஆஃப்டர் நான் ஆக்சுவலா உங்களுக்கு கால் பண்ண முன்னாடி வந்து ட்ரை பண்றேங்க, அவனுக்கு ஃபோன் எடுக்கல. நான் திருப்பி இப்போ ஒரு மாதிரி ட்ரை பண்ணோம் ஆக்சுவலா. 12th இதுல இருக்காது சார். அது வந்து நமக்கு சசிகலா மேம் அனுப்பத இல்ல, 12th செப்பரேட்டா இன்னொரு டிரைவ் இருக்கு சார். உங்களுக்கு வேணுமானா நான் அது வந்து ஃபார்வர்ட் பண்றேன் அந்த மெயில். இல்ல சார், நமக்கு ஒரு மெயில் வரும். இப்போ வந்தாச்சுன்னா அது செகண்டரி சார், சீனியர் செகண்டரி ஐஎஸ்சி பிசிக்ஸ் செமிஸ்டர் 1 இன்விடேஷன் டு கொலாபரேட் செப்டம்பர் 8 சார். கிரியேட்டிவ் பிளான்ஸ் கீழே இருக்கு சார். எனக்கு செப்டம்பர் 8 வந்தாச்சு ஒரு மெயில், பாருங்க. அது இல்லை சார், ஐஎஸ்சி பிசிக்ஸ் செமிஸ்டர் 1 இன்விடேஷன் டு கொலாபரேட். சார் நான் ஃபார்வர்ட் பண்றேன் அந்த மெயில், உங்களுக்கு பண்ணலாமா? இப்போ மெயில் வந்தாச்சு சார், பாருங்க சார். ரிஃப்ரெஷ் பண்ணுங்க சார், மெயில் வரும் உங்களுக்கு. இல்ல இன்பாக்ஸ் மேல டபுள் கிளிக் பண்ணுங்க சார், ரிஃப்ரெஷ் ஆகும் அப்படியே. அந்த ஜஸ்ட் அப்படியே உங்க கீ கொஸ்டின் பேப்பர் அதுல டிராக் பண்ணணும் சார், அவ்வளவுதான். இல்லைன்னா அப்லோட் ஃபோல்டர்னு போடணும், அப்லோடு ஃபைல்னு போடணும் சார். நான் போடுறேன் சார். நான் இப்போ நான் போட்டுட்டு உங்களுக்கு நான் கால் பண்றேன். ஒரு 5:15 நானே போடுறேன். ஒரு சின்ன இதுல இருக்கு, நான் போட்டுட்டு நானே கால் பண்றேன். ஓகே. இல்ல நீங்க அந்த 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 ஃபோல்டர் மேல கிளிக் பண்ண அப்புறமே உங்களுக்கே தெரியும் சார் எப்படின்னு. ஓபன் அனே ஒரு ஃபோல்டர் சிம்பிள் மாதிரி வரும் சார் அந்த மெயில்ல. ஆமாதான் சார். ஓபன் போட்ட அப்புறம் டிராப் ஃபைல்ஸ் இங்க இருக்குந்தானா, அப்படியே டிராக் பண்ணிட்டு அங்க விட்டுருங்க சார். இல்லைன்னா அப்லோட் பண்ணணும். அப்லோட். சரி சார். ஓகே சார். Sorry guys. Yeah, it's a number of students. Here, what is the deal here? See, we won't, in previous case, we are taking the mark here and we are multiplying. That means 2 students got 10 marks, less than 10 marks, that we are multiplying. Here, which mark I have to take? That is a matter. The persons who is getting 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 to 25, they are in this group. There are 2 persons who got 10 to 25. So in this, we are taking the average of these two. That means 10 plus 25 by 2, that will be equal to 17.5. This is called class mark. What is the use of this taking the class mark? Guys, tell me, anyone? Why we are taking the class mark here? What is the difference between previous multiplication and this multiplication? After the class mark, we are going to multiply fi into xi, this class mark, 17.5 into 2. How we can reduce the error or the gap between the real mean and mean by this group?
So in the previous method, we took e- like every student in that group had scored the same mark. Here we
Hmm.
take the average.
Yeah. Suppose if the two students, one person got 11, another person got 20, 21, for example. Ma'am, చెప్పండి ma'am. Sorry guys, today a lot of disturbances. Yeah. See here, what is a benefit? Like benefit in the sense how we can minimize the error is this error is also we can't say always it will minimize. The student who is got 11, suppose one more student got 21, but we are considering both got 17.5 only. Automatically, what is happening? The some 4 marks is adding here, and he is getting 15, and he is also getting 15, which is approximately we are making it as a equal to 17 point nearby 17.5. That means we are taking the class mark which is almost nearer to all the marks. The person who is getting 11, the person who is getting 24 also 7.5 is like a middle. That's the reason we can balance some error, we can minimize some error. So here also 25 plus 40 32.5, here 47.5, here 62.5. That means who got 56, who got 57 also we are considering as 62. Even who got 70, who got 69, 68 also we are considering 62.5. So the people who is getting more also we are reducing, the students who is getting less also we are reducing when you are calculating the mean. So when it comes to here 77.5, when it comes to here 92.5, this we are considering as each and every student is getting this much of marks. and we are multiplying. So if you multiply, what are the values you are getting? Let me know. So this is our sigma fi xi. So this is like our addition of all the observations. Like what is the mean definition? Addition of all observations, and this is total number of observations. So according to the mean, sum of all the observations, that is sigma fi xi divided by total number of observations sigma fi. So how much you will get? Calculate and let me know what is the mean here you are getting. Guys, what is the answer?
Sir, 61.
62 approximately it's coming. 1860
Yes, sir.
divided by 30, it's coming as 60.
Yes, sir, 62. Sir.
So this method of finding using the class intervals, if you have, see, there are three methods. The first one is generally they will give one mark and they are grouping like this. The second one is class interval and you are finding mean. This is called direct method. Even direct method also not very accurate method. Here also we are having some error was there. So to avoid this error, we are approaching another method that is called step deviation method. Deviation method. This is called direct method. So directly you are taking the average of the class interval and you are multiplying with the number of students or number of frequency number, and we are adding all the things. So we are having another method, deviation method. Deviation method we will discuss tomorrow because so many calls I'm getting. I don't want to make myself embarrassed. So many calls coming from school. We'll do 1 or 2 numericals. Step deviation method, I want to explain very elaboratively why we have to step deviation method we are taking, where we can minimize the error in step deviation method. See, generally we will discuss just formula. This is a step deviation method. This is a direct method. But why we are doing? What is the difference between step deviation method and direct method? That we will discuss in next class. Mostly Wednesday is our class. Am I right, guys?
Yes, sir.
So Wednesday I will take 2 hours class. I will inform to the Raghava sir. Today we'll wind up the class. Sorry, guys.
Okay, sir.
Is it okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Sir.
We'll meet in next class. Do up to direct method and we'll discuss a little bit clearly What is the difference between direct method and step deviation method? How we can how we are minimizing the error in step deviation method. Now you got the one idea how we are minimizing the errors in general method and direct method. Like that, in step deviation method, we are approaching a method that calculation will make further reducing the error in the mean. So almost we have to get the mean in such a way it is almost equal to raw data error. How much accurately, how much nearer value we are getting to the raw data error, that method is the best method. Sir, which method I have to choose? How I will know? That is purely depends upon the data. That is purely depends upon the data. In some cases, class interval will use the accurate data, nearer to the mean. In some cases, the first method will use the nearer to the mean. In some cases, deviation method will use the nearer to the mean. That is depends upon the data. So those things we'll discuss in next class. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Guys? Yes, so we'll meet in next class. Bye everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.